We are continuing double column cash book. We need to work out 2 more problems under this section. Next is practical problem number 9, page number 10.40. It is practical problem, okay, number 9. So again we have to do 2 column cash book, that is double column cash book. So you draw the format and start doing. Give the heading always in the middle, don't forget that. The sides you can mention debit and credit, even if you don't write DR and CR on the top, it's okay. Column headings needed. So first one, what's happening there in the first transaction? Usually it will be the opening balance. Here what is happening? Yes, it is the cash in hand and cash at bank. It is not overdraft balance for the bank. So both are having debit balance. So 2 balance brought down 25,000 and 75,000. It's on October 1st, 2019. Then bought goods against check. So what's the journal entry? Purchases debted to bank account. So the posting will be on the credit side by purchases account. Amount is in the bank, which is 15,000. Almost all are familiar transactions. Next one is bought goods. That means nothing is mentioned, means it is against cash. So purchases account debted to cash account. Sorry, again posting on the credit side itself, but amount must be in cash account. That you have to do very carefully. It's in cash, you have to write the amount now. It is 5,000 and the transaction on October 8th. The next one is, okay, honored are on acceptance by check. Honoring our own acceptance means, and it is by check means, we have paid some amount by check. What did we pay? That is the question. You have honored our own acceptance means you had accepted earlier or you had agreed earlier that you will be making payment on a particular day. Understood? So last month, all these are assumptions. Last month you would have purchased some goods on credit. Suppose purchasing on credit means that day did we make the payment? No, we haven't made the payment. That time you told the seller that you will be making the payment on a later date, and the date you agreed was October 10th. So October 10th, today is October 10th, and today you are making the payment. You are honoring the acceptance means you are making the payment which you agreed earlier. So that time, I mean last month, when you purchased goods, you have to give them something like bills payable. Bills payable we have discussed before. It is a document which shows the amount to be paid. So that is actually a proof or evidence of the transaction. So you would have drawn or you would have written a bill called bills payable, showing the amount to be paid. That day you would have done all this, and today you are making payment of this bills payable. Did you understand? Bills payable is just a bill or a document which you had given last month, saying that payment will be made on October 10th, isn't it? The date is October 10th. And now it is October 10th, you are making the payment of that bill. So what is the journal entry? It will be bills payable debtor. You are making the payment of bill. So bills payable debtor, what is moving out? To, you are paying by check, so to bank account. So here on the credit side you must write by bills payable account. and it is a bank moving out 5,000. October 10th. The next one is paid miscellaneous expenses. Nothing is mentioned, so it is the cash. So miscellaneous expenses, debted to cash is the entry. Miscellaneous expenses means expenses that involve small amount, petty expenses or expenses that involve small amount, very small amount. So October 10th, this is October 14th. Since nothing is mentioned, assume that it is paid by cash. If it is check, they will specify it as check. So now you write in cash column. The next one, okay, that transaction also you have learned in the chapter journal. Ramesh, who owed 5,000, became bankrupt and paid us 50 paise in a rupee. Who owed means he is our debtor. He had to pay us 5,000. He became bankrupt means insolvent, not in a position to pay. So debtor, not in a position to pay. Now this will become bad debt. But he has paid 50 paise in a rupee means half of the amount. 50 paise means half of the amount. 75 paise means 70% of 5,000 you have to take. 50 paise means you take 50% of 5,000, that means half. 50% means half. If it was written like 75 paise in a rupee, you take 70% of 5,000. If it is 80 paise in a rupee, you take 80% of 5,000. Accordingly, you have to calculate. So here it is 50 paise. So 50% of 5,000 you have received. That means 500 you received. And that entry you have learnt before. The entry is a compound entry, cash account debtor. How much did you receive? You received half, 500. What happened to the balance? The balance will become bad debts. Bad debts account debtor, the balance 500 will become bad debts. Then the debtor's name is what you have to write, that is to Ramesh. Ramesh's account, altogether he had to give us 5,000. This is the compound entry actually. We got cash of 500, that is 50%. The balance will become bad debts. It is not mentioned, but that's the meaning, to Ramesh's account. Understood? So this is the compound entry. If you see the chapter journal, we have discussed this entry there. Now do the posting. Cash is there. There is no bank account. So only for cash you have to do the posting. On the debit side, what will you write? Will you write bad debts? No, you should write the name of other account which is having opposite aspect. And the amount must be taken, what is written against? Cash. That is the posting of compound entries. Hope you all remember how to post compound entries. So it should be posted as to Ramesh's account. In cash column, you have to write 2,500. Nothing else you need to do. It is on October 18th. The next one, received cash from Manohar, allowed discount. Discount you ignore. Received cash from Manohar, so cash account debted to Manohar's account. You have to debit cash account. The amount what you received from Manohar is 7,500, that you write here in cash. The next one, October 23rd, withdrew from bank. What are we withdrawing? The cash. So cash account debtor to bank account, it is compound, sorry not compound, it is a contra entry. So cash account debtor to bank account, let us see in LF column, and cash must be debited, so the amount is in cash. You just write the dates also. This is October 20th and this is October 23rd. Again on the credit side you must do the posting, it is a contra entry. So October 23rd, it is by, here you have written to bank, so the reverse you must write here, by cash, the letter C in LF column, and amount must be written in bank column, which is 4,000. The reverse you have to do. Then the next one, paid to Ghanshyam and company. Paid to Ghanshyam and company. What will be the entry? Ghanshyam and company is debted to cash account. So by, is it Ghanshyam? Yeah, Ghanshyam and Company. It is simply written paid, so you take it as paid in cash. If it is bank, they will specify that. So write the amount in cash column. October 24th. The next is withdrew from bank for personal expense, that is called drawings. So what's the journal entry? Don't write cash debtor to bank there, be very careful, it is for personal expense. If nothing is mentioned, you can take it as for office purpose or office use. Here you have to take it as drawings. Drawings account debtor to, it is from bank, so bank must be credited. So by drawings account, you must be thorough with the entries, otherwise posting will go wrong. And the amount must be in bank column. It is 3000. Previous transaction, was it 3000? Yes. This is on October 25th. The next one, sold goods. So we are getting cash. Nothing is mentioned. You take it as cash transaction. So cash account debtor to sales. So to sales account, amount in cash column, that is 11,000. October 27th is the date. The next one, October 28th, received check for goods sold. So now we are selling goods and we are getting bank or check. So bank account debtor to sales. So again you have to write to sales account, but now we have to debit the bank column. The amount is 19,000. October 29th, sorry, this is 28th. Then the last one, October 29th, received part payment. That means some amount you received from Akhil of 5,000. He had to give us 5,000. Deposited 3,000 out of it into bank. Okay. Part payment from Akhil of 5,000. Okay, what you received from Akhil is 5,000. You had to receive something else actually, but only part amount you received now. That amount you received is 5,000. Out of that 5,000, you deposited 3,000 into bank. So what about the balance 2,000? It is there with the firm, with us as cash in hand. So this will become a compound entry. I'll write and show you how the entry is. You deposited some amount in bank means bank must be debited. So bank account debtor, how much did you deposit? 3,000 you deposited. What about the balance 2,000? It is still there as cash itself. So cash account debtor 2,000. Then what should be credited? All these you are getting from Akhil. Altogether he gave us 5,000. So this is the compound entry. Now bank is debited, cash is debited. So on the debit side, you must do the posting as to Akhil. Amounts must be written separately in bank and cash. In bank you must write 3,000. In cash you must write 2,000. So posting here will be to Akhil's account, in bank 3,000, in cash 2,000. This is how you have to do the posting on October 29th. Understood? The journal entry will become a compound entry like this. Both are debited, so debit side we did, and the amounts we wrote separately in bank and cash. So this is how you have to do that practical problem. Again you have to find the balancing figures, totals, balance brought down and all. Balance brought down date will be the beginning of the next month. So complete this question.